All right, so I was not prepared for what's going down today. As you can see, I haven't shaved. I've been working from home today. I'm a little sick, but yesterday I updated my Windows laptop and a Copilot app got installed, and I didn't want that. I didn't have Copilot on the computer, so I deleted it, just uninstalled it. And then today I found that Microsoft has apparently rebranded again, and so this has been like a thing for the past couple years on their Office products where I don't know what they're doing, but they keep trying to change branding, and it's stupid. Like, they are just doing dumb stuff. So if you go to office.com right now, it now tells you that welcome to Microsoft 365 Copilot app. I don't know what this means. It says formerly Office, but I looked on my other laptop and the apps still say Microsoft 365 because Microsoft 365 is what they just rebranded Office not that long ago. So like if I'm on their website and I go to Microsoft Office, you'll see Office is now Microsoft 365. But now it says Microsoft 365 Copilot app, formerly Office. So, what do I have on my computer? I really don't know. Used to, it would be called Microsoft Office. It was the Office suite. And so, like, here's the history, right, of Office. It's been around for 35 years. And so, originally it started off with Microsoft Word and Excel and PowerPoint, and those are still like the core of what I use Microsoft Office for. The vast majority of the time I'm using it for Excel. But occasionally, whenever I have to write stuff up, I do use Word. And when I have to do presentations, I do build them a lot of time in PowerPoint just because I know what I'm doing and I've been using it for so long. So they've been shifting to the Microsoft 365, and you can see formerly Office 365, for a little over a decade now. And I don't know why. I don't know why you would build a brand for 25 years and then start trying to transition it into something else. So, Microsoft 365 is the new term, or it was the new term for their Office suite. It was Office 365, and I think this is like the terminology that 365 was integrating their cloud stuff. And so they wanted to distinguish cloud-based stuff from local installs. And so when it started, that was 365 was in the cloud, and then non-365 was just the bare install on your local computer. And then they keep kind of mashing it, and so now it's just Microsoft 365, and now they've got Microsoft 365 Copilot, and I just don't know what the hell programs they mean by any of this stuff anymore, right? So you've got the Microsoft 365 app is now called Microsoft 365 Copilot, and the Office brand has now been discontinued, and it's like I don't know what Microsoft is doing. They seem to have totally lost the plot on branding, because I don't know the difference between 365 and Copilot and what traditionally was Office, which I still have Office installed locally on my computer, and apparently it's 365, but I don't know now, is it supposed to be called Copilot too? Like, they're leaning into the wrong stuff, because branding is supposed to help people identify your product. I have no idea what their product is supposed to be called at this moment, because again, this icon, is this even still valid? You look on their 365 website and the icon's not there, so I don't know what their branding even is. You look at products, and right here, Microsoft Office is still listed in the menus. It just reroutes to 365 because Office is still stuck in so many people's heads. And not only that, you got Microsoft Office, which reroutes to 365. You got Windows 365. You got Microsoft Agent 365. What's Windows 365? What's the difference between this and Microsoft 365? I don't really know. I'm sure there's like an explanation. I'm sure somebody in Microsoft knows what the hell's going on, but it doesn't make any sense. If you go to Microsoft.com/Office, That goes to Microsoft 365. If you go to office.com, it goes to Microsoft 365 Copilot app. I and again, the dumb thing is that Copilot is also a standalone thing now. You go to Copilot, it goes to Copilot. So their branding is currently hot garbage. Like, they don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. I'm sure that there's a marketing executive that understands what the hell's going on. And I know it's a stupid thing to rant about, but as somebody that uses this product, and I use it almost every day, for work, every day at work, I use Microsoft Office, right? So even if I don't use it every day, that's because I'm not working every day. Every day I work, I'm using Microsoft Office, and I don't know what the hell's going on. Again, it's cloud, it's Copilot, it's AI, I don't know. I just need spreadsheets. And they've like just totally screwed up their branding. You navigate through it. It's like, okay, you go to where am I supposed to find their products? I mean, look at a Microsoft 365, Microsoft Teams. Is Teams part of 365? Teams is like integrated everything. And again, if you've used this stuff in Teams, it has all kind. I mean, here it's got Copilot integrated, 365 Copilot integrated. So I don't know, what's going on. I mean, here you've still got Office 365 Education, Microsoft 365 Education, Teams for Education. What the hell is anything supposed to be called? Teams for free, Microsoft 365 Family, Microsoft 365. Like, I don't know what their products are. I don't know what anything is called. And looking at their website, it is such a freaking mess. All Microsoft. What do we have? Business, Dynamics 365, 365 for business, Windows 365. Yeah, they need to figure out what the hell they're doing, because it is just stupid. Let's go to the App Store. Let's go to Microsoft Store, see what it says out there. All right, so out on the Microsoft, the store, right? I don't know if it's Windows Store or Microsoft Store. So what happens when we go up here, we type Office. What is Office going to give us? Okay, in the Microsoft Store currently, Microsoft 365 Personal, Premium, Family, Basic, 365 Copilot. Again, their own app delivery store. I don't know. I don't know what things are supposed to be called. I thought when I first saw this, I thought the Microsoft 365 Copilot was just going to be the Copilot app. I mean, but look right here, Microsoft Copilot. I don't know. I don't know. This is stupid. Let's look at the reviews. You can go wrong with Copilot. Unauthorized install. This is what happened to me. Like, again, the reason I got on this was I opened up my computer, and in the system tray, there's a little Copilot icon. I'm like, I specifically removed that. Windows had an auto update, and Microsoft helpfully installed Copilot again. But then the more I looked into what happened, that's where I found all this stuff. I didn't install this. I don't use AI. I did not download this app. Again, they pushed this out on everybody just within the past couple days. So I got to stop here because this is stupid and I'm ranting and raving about this. But that's it. If anybody really understands the product lineup and you want to explain the difference between Microsoft 365, Office 365, Copilot, 365 Copilot, and all this other crap, if you can sort that out, feel free to let me know. Maybe I'm the idiot. Maybe it's way more obvious than I'm thinking. But that's it. That's all I gotta say. I'm done. I gotta get away from Windows. So